What's going on, everybody? It has been a long time since I have done a YouTube video. I think it's been like over 6 months, and I apologize for that. It has been super hot out here. It's been in the hundreds, and I don't like that. But hey, it's what you got to deal with sometimes. But anyway, we're gonna head out and we're gonna go see some harvesting that's being done in the foothills. And in the foothills, you typically run into a lot more rocks. And so we're gonna go check out what they're doing to deal with all of those rocks. Yeah, so these are the rolling hills, kind of on the outskirts of the town that I live in. It's crazy to me that there's even trees out here. All right, so I got pretty good harvest going out here. Kind of going full bore. They got sweepers going, got pickup machines going, so they're just going at it. It's really cool. But as you can see here behind me, they've got nuts just sitting in a pile getting ready to get shipped out. We usually don't do this because we're not this big. This is a large piece of ground, so they're probably just putting them out like this. Pretty cool operation. Just shows you how dirty it can get out there in the orchards. Start sweeping up, see these piles, there's just big old rocks out here. They got sprinklers right there. So this will get all cleaned up and sorted once it gets taken to the Holler and Sheller, and then it'll even get more sorted once it gets from there to whoever's processing it and going through it like that. But let's see if we can see any cool stuff over here. Wow, look at that pile of rocks. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Crazy. That is so many rocks. So yeah, you can see right here, we got this pile here, and we got rocks in the pile. They hit the elevator, start heading up, and so you got your stick sorter right here. So it's picking out all the sticks, dropping them off to the side there. Then it looks like up there is where the rocks, it sorts the rocks, but just dumping in. Check that out. They head up that. Up into there. Pretty cool. Now, some of you may be wondering, like, okay, why don't they have like big front loaders out here doing this? Well, you got to realize these are typically used to the nut carts coming up and dumping in, and they are not going to be holding like a crazy amount like that. And it's just easier for these guys. They can just dump out these small amounts and quickly keep going. Gosh, that's crazy. It's just those rocks. Let's go watch these rocks come down. Look at that. That's insane. So it looks like you can see some nuts are getting passed. Those will get gone through and put back in, but wow. Tell you what, that is a dusty, dirty job right there. I would be wearing long sleeves and covered up just like those guys are. So yeah, you scoop into this pile. I mean, look at that. They're just half nuts, half rocks. So you definitely want to have that machine spitting them out. So just like any typical operation, you got your spots where you got to service machines. These machines either break down or they just need to be serviced while they're out here. So that's why you got all these guys out here running their equipment. They got the utility trucks. Pretty slick operation you got going on here, Juan. Oh, there we go. Changing some bolts out. So this is a sweeper. You guys have seen this before. If you haven't, go check out the sweeping video I've got on the channel. But just changing out, just making sure it stays serviced. How's it going? Good. Here's Mr. Becerra right here. Look at this high country. What's going on, Juan? How are you?
Not bad.
Good. All right, it's a hot one out here. I was gonna say, Yeah, it's nice to have it off while we talk, but that's all right. I'd like to see it in action. So how does this work? I don't know how this. So I see the elevator goes up,
dumps into there, and that's this air. It separates all the almonds and all the rocks.
Okay.
And it spreads the rocks out on a pile, and then it just sends clean product to the trailers.
All right, so the nuts get dumped into there. They'll go up this conveyor, the elevator. They'll dump into that top part, it looks like.
Yep.
And then it goes down, the rocks continue to fall straight down in.
Yeah.
And then the nuts get blown up. Okay, right. That makes sense. That's cool. What's all this right here, this front part?
Where it gets air from, so it makes it like a tornado in there. It separates the rock and the rock and the almonds. And you can see when it starts going, you can just start seeing all this shit dump out.
Yeah, you can just see the rocks just piling out right there. That's crazy. So yeah, it's just, the rocks are so heavy, they drop past the air. The air's pushing the nuts up through that right there. That's why it gets so dusty right here. Yeah, that guy just comes over. He just dumps it all out. Keeps moving. See you later. So yeah, like you were saying, in here, so the PTO turns in here, creates the wind, the pressure. The rocks just fall straight into this like tumbler right here, onto this conveyor. Whereas the nuts, when they're falling into this thing right here, they're falling right here, that air is pushing right there, and it just shoots them across the top. We're gonna head up to the top of this hill, kind of get an outlook of over where it's all getting harvested. You said this is 400 acres? 400 acres that they're doing? All independents. So like I've said before, the independent variety is nice because it is self-pollinating. You don't need to have any other trees to help pollinate. So it's one harvest and you're done, compared to ours, it's 2 harvests. But got some water running right there. And they don't require as many bees. They say that you still want to have bees though. Helps out for sure. But don't need as nearly as many, right?
No, 1 hive an acre if you want.
Yeah, so you just want to say,
or none.
Yeah, or none if you want.
The rows are over at your place. Look at all the rocks.
Look at this. Oh my gosh. Seriously, it looks like a quarry out here. Just rocks everywhere.
You got a flat tire over there. Front of the truck. I left it over there. I just saw it.
Yeah, you got a flat tire in that truck. I don't know if you can see it up on the hill over there. Just leave it there. Now, I'm assuming you charge more for that conveyor, for that elevator, right?
Yeah, you charge more for everything out here.
Yeah, you got it, because it's so hard on the machines.
It's like $60 an acre more.
Just because, yeah, your sweepers are going to be hitting all these rocks, picking them, and then your pickers are picking up all those rocks, and you know that those are just getting sucked in and banging everything apart. He knows the boss is coming. Yeah, this is some pretty nasty ground, but hey, it'll grow nuts.
This is where I seen it doing a wheelie.
No way. Look at that. This video's not doing this justice at all, but you'd have to be here to see how insane that slope is. Yeah, the video does not do this justice. This slope is crazy. All right, Juan, thanks for having us out again. I know we've done a video with you before. We'll have to do some more in the future for sure too, but sounds good. Well, hey, thanks, Juan.
Perfect.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Go check out all the other videos I've done. There are a lot. I feel like I did a lot better in those ones, but still really interesting and really cool to see what Juan Becerra's got going on with that rock separator. So thanks for tuning in.